Hey, it's Cecil, and it's Tuesday, and we are here with a cosplay makeup look. I recorded this about 2 months ago in June. It was right around the time that Cecil was coming out as a playable character, and so I wanted to do a Melusine makeup type thing, and it was a lot of fun. There's definitely things I would change. It didn't turn out as bad as it felt like it was going to at some points in the middle where I was like, oh gosh, this is a mess. I did forget how to glue down my eyebrows. That is a problem that occurred. I was like, I said it right, but I don't think so. I think I should have put like concealer over it. I don't know. It's been too long since I've done this with like actually gluing my eyebrows. I used to do it all the time for like when I would do my sort of clock punk stuff for the Ren Fair. Like I used to glue down my brows for that. But I also feel, I don't know. I feel like that was also a little different, maybe? I don't know. I don't remember how I did it. And I don't remember if that was even right or if it even mattered that much. I have no clue. But the point is, you will see my brows. They are not well hidden. They're blue, but they're not well hidden. If I did this again, I would try a different method and see if that worked better. And if it didn't seem to be working, I would start over. I started with the blue as well, which I literally, right before I started editing this video earlier, I was scrolling through YouTube Shorts, and the creator of the brand that I'm using, Sunset Makeup, was doing their own little cosplay makeup video, and they were like, I like to start with the white part so that it doesn't get muddied if you try and do it after you do the, like, more colorful parts of the cosplay. And I'm like, oh my god, they're right. I should have done it like that. But since I don't have a time machine to go back 2 months, the slightly blue white will just have to be what it is in this video. Other things, I wish that I had the colorful concealers and colorful setting powders from Sunset Makeup, but that is currently just not in the budget. Maybe one day, hopefully soon. I would love to be able to play more with that, and it would probably be a lot nicer on my eyes. You know, I was also having a lot of trouble getting the bridge of my nose to look as blue as the rest of the area because that area of my nose is always so oily. And these foundations are pretty water resistant, but to take them off, you use an oil-based makeup remover. My skin is an oil-based makeup remover, and I tried to put on primer first to see if that would help. It really didn't. I'm still trying, like, even just with regular makeup, I'm still kind of trying to figure out some of my oily trouble spots, what I can do to make the makeup not just, like, melt right off my face. Like, it is what it is. But anyways, getting the ears, I was kind of debating whether or not I wanted to do the ears, which is why I did them sort of last. I was like, technically Melusines don't have human ears, but, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. There were about 45 minutes worth of footage. I have shortened it to about 15. So, cut it down to about a third of the length, which I think that's pretty good. I think that's a good length of video. It's kind of hard to cut a video that you're not talking in. I've been learning. It's not the same as like with a speed build or a speed paint, because then you just make it go fast and you don't have to worry about the fact that you weren't talking or parts to cut out, because if there was something that maybe could have been cut out, you're speeding through it anyways, it doesn't matter. But with this, it's like, okay, we are slowly piecing together a tapestry. What is extra footage that should just be, like, taken out? I decided anything where most of my face wasn't in frame, because I was, like, up close and personal with my mirror, or if I was staring at the reference picture I was using for, like, longer than half a second that I was gonna cut that out, and yeah. I don't know how perfectly cut this video actually is, though, because as I was editing it, I sort of zoned out at multiple points just watching myself do the makeup. Because, yeah, I was thinking about literally anything else. Editing videos that I'm not listening to myself talk is kind of a challenge in that regard, because I'm not thinking about the video that I'm editing. I'm thinking about why there's a wasp called a cicada killer wasp hanging out on my trash can, you know? I saw a thing from like the weather app. It sometimes gives like news notifications, and it was like, cities put out alert on strange wasp. And it was basically just because people were worried they were the killer hornets. If you see an unusual looking wasp, just remember that the cicadas have emerged. It's so naturally one of its predators has also been active. As far as I know, they're not particularly violent towards humans. They're pretty chill as far as wasps go, you know? Regardless, I did not try to open my trash can. That is the wasp's trash can now. It can have it. It's fine. I don't need it. Yeah. I did the majority of the editing yesterday. My hope was to have this be a Monday video, but that was not in the cards for us because I did not expect it to take me an hour and a half to edit 45 minutes of footage. You live and you learn. I think it wouldn't have taken so long if I didn't keep, like, kind of zoning out. That's a me problem. And, yes, here we have the white. I tried so hard so many times to get the white to look more pigmented, and it's literally just because the blue kept getting kind of mixed into it. Like, the foundation, I know the foundation is pigmented. I've used it for plenty of things at this point. Like, it's just, if only I'd known then what I know now. But, yeah, it's okay. Unfortunately, because I kept layering on the foundation trying to make it look pigmented, there was so much caked onto my face. It was so uncomfortable. There were too many layers. So yeah, save yourself the trouble. Start with the white part, is my advice, which is also the advice of Sunset Makeup. The other thing that was a big problem was it kept like creasing on my eyelids. I have hooded eyes and oily eyelids, so it was just coming right apart as soon as it was on the lid. I think to get that to stop, I basically kept my eyes closed towards the end, and I just like powdered over it and just like waited for it to set. And then that ended up keeping it pretty good. And oh gosh, here it is. Here's the more layers. Ugh, my skin feels gross just remembering it. This was terrible. At this point, my eyes started to burn because there was too much product on my face. And I have sensitive skin. Don't do what I do, kids. There's also like several points in this video that I had to cut out where I was just kind of staring into space because I was like, wow, my family has no idea what I do for a living. Which, you know, is fair. I don't know how to explain. I do art, but sometimes that means painting me. I think most content creators have that moment though, where it's just like, wow, will my relatives ever truly understand what I do? Or do they think that it's weird? But, okay, we've got the base pretty solidified, and so I started going in to do some detail work, trying to get some of the, like, cartoony bits, like some of the lines, and oh gosh, this is one of the points where I kept looking at my reference. I wanted to kind of give some of the vibes that, like, they've kind of got, like, that's where their crease is, where my eyebrow, bumped my mic. Their crease is kind of where my eyebrow is, as opposed to, like, in the eye where it actually is for me. And then they don't necessarily have eyebrows. I kind of consider those little designs above their eyes, like this one had flowers above her eyes. I kind of consider those to be like their eyebrows, and that's what I wanted it to look like, but it didn't. And then I'm using watercolor paintbrushes with water activated eyeliner to try and draw the eye lines, and I don't think that was the best tool to use. It was like too loose, and so it was hard to like control how it was going. And then yet again, hooded, oily eyelids. They just were rejecting the pigment. I think now I know. I would set those beforehand and then continue on. That's the other thing with the sunset makeup video, was that they did the white and then they set it with powder and then they moved on to do everything else. And I'm like, yeah, that's a way to do things that makes sense. I wish I'd thought of that. Yeah. Oh yeah, at this point, I'm thinking maybe the white eyeliner will stay on my lid without creasing as much, because that's water-based. So maybe the oil won't be as big of a problem for it. I don't think it actually ended up working. I still had to do a whole thing, but you know. And then we start getting into the more stylizing. I added some like doll lashes, and I do think overall it looked cute. I think other things, if I had to do it again, I would probably want to switch my nose ring for something either clear or like a similar color blue. And then, I don't know how to change my nose ring though. To be so honest with you, I've had it for over a year now. No idea how to switch it. Kind of scared too. But I would probably want to switch it to like something clear or light blue like that, and then sort of have it blend in a little bit more. And then yeah, would want to do my eyebrows better, would want to actually start with the white so that it looks better. Would want to have the colorful concealer and setting powder to help with texture and color. Just lots of things I would like to do differently if I were to do it again. And then the other thing is I drew a mouth line, but I did it like right where my mouth line is. I feel like maybe I should have done it like below my lower lip or something, because this just ended up kind of looking weird. I didn't love it. But ultimately, oh gosh, the thick brush of more foundation. I think I had this entire look on for a total of maybe 15 minutes after filming, and then I was like, yeah, this has got to go. It is on my flesh. I can feel it too much. Again, not a fault of the makeup. Very much a fault of me and my technique. But overall, I think that it turned out cute for what it was, and I like it. Yeah. And we've got about a minute left, give or take. So I will say, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below if there is another type of like costume makeup ambitious task you would like for me to take on sometime. I do love doing this, even when it doesn't go perfectly. You can follow me in the links in the description box below, including my Ko-fi. Did you know that my Ko-fi subscribers got to see this look 2 months ago after it was finished, before everybody else? So check it out there. You can. I'm out of what? What else do I say? Hello. Yeah, you can follow me in the links in the description box below. Share this with somebody who might enjoy it, and I will see you in the next one.